G'day troopers and hola amigos. Today we're changing the brake pads on our Yamaha Virago 84 model. These brakes I believe are the same all the way till 96, so the same procedure applies to all those later models. First what you've got to do is take the brake off the fork. I've actually got them off the fork already because I was changing the forks and painting them and changing the seals and so on. Once you've got your brake off, this is what it looks like. Your pads are in there. On the upside there's a dust cover which you can remove with your hands. Inside you'll see two little cotter springs or cotter pins which you remove with a screw with pliers with great difficulty. You can see, come on man. Yep, there's the second one. Now you can take out these little things here, whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called. There's one. There's another one. You can see this. That's the hole where the cotter pin goes through. Now you should be able to just, the brake pads just come out, and there's a little copper spring there that obviously you have to put back in when it goes back in. Remove the master cylinder cap, so when you're reseating the calipers, there's room there for the liquid to flow back into the chamber. We'll just put that there. Put a cloth around it, so if there is any spillage, it doesn't ruin your paint. The next thing is to reseat these pistons so your thicker pads can go in, and to do that, I've tried by just the grips, but they kept on sliding off. So what I'll do is I'll use this piece of metal, just slide it in there like that. Grips on one side, grip on the other. Okay, so we've got them. And hopefully when I start squeezing, it's receding. You probably want to check if it's not overflowing on the top there, because the liquid gets pushed back through the line. Nah, that's still okay. It's got heaps of room. I think that's as far as it's going to go. That's one side. Now we've got to press the other side. Slowly but surely it goes in. I don't know if you can see it, but the cylinders have gone back into the caliper. Now for the new brake pads, the way I put them in, you just drop them in like that. Now the spring and the retaining pins. The retaining pin goes over the copper spring and just push it all the way through. Now the same on the other side. You've got to find the holes for the retaining cotter pins. So if you rotate these pins, yep, this aligned, that's aligned. You can simply put in your retaining pin. That's one. Let's do the other side. I don't think you could do this without taking the calipers off the forks. It'd be very difficult because it becomes quite fiddly. That's in as well. Now the cover, there was a plastic cover here somewhere. There's the cover. And the last thing I will check is to see if the gap between these pads is big enough to go onto my disc rotor. So, this brake pad is a little bit thicker than the disc. So, if this fits between the discs, which it does, it's fine. The last thing you've got to do is tighten up your master cylinder so when you do press the brakes, it doesn't go squirting everywhere. I'm not going to top it up with brake fluid because there should be ample there because the cylinders got recessed, so they would have pushed more liquid into the master cylinder, and I'll bleed the whole system later. I just want to finish these forks And that's the way it's done. Troopers, until next time.